Cindy. This is Quick 15, week 2, day 1, or day 6, since this is a 2-week program. Everything we do today is going to be on the floor. So get a set of dumbbells. It could be anywhere from 5 to 15, 20 pounds. Have a variety, because if you're not sure what you do for chest press, triceps, overheads, it's better to have choices. Get yourself down on your mat. We're going to start right away. As you know, we do in Quick 15, we keep it quick. First exercise, chest press. Bring the dumbbells up over your elbows. Press up, chest level. Keep the wrist over the elbow. This is a slight arcing as you bring it up over your chest. You could be on a workout bench. Just make sure your feet are on the floor. Do not pull your feet up onto the bench. That is a bad habit to get into, even if you use light weights. Of course, on the floor is perfectly fine. You do not need that extra equipment. Everything is 45 seconds of work, followed by 10-second transition. Nice and smooth, nice and controlled. Last one. All right, this next move is an overhead press. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2. If you're going to use 1, you can hold it like so. This is very common. You're going to start with it over your chest. Allow it to come over with a slightly elongated arm. Don't lock it out. Don't need to tap. Pull in the core to come in. Now, you could just use your arms and not involve the core, or you could brace through your torso, pulling your belly button into your spine and get more engagement. You start over the chest, you bring it up over the head, nice and slow, pull it back with engagement in the core. Nice and slow, smooth movement pattern. You're not going to get more by going quicker. We want to use the muscles through the entire range of motion. Keep moving. We're coming down to our last 5 seconds. Remember, we do not stop early. And done. All right, lighter weights for tricep skull crusher. All right, so dumbbells come up, palms face. Keep your elbows pointing to the ceiling. Allow the dumbbells to either come down to your temple or to your ear, depending on the weight and your elbow health. Right? So if you're coming down too far and it's too much, you don't need to go that far. So this might be all you do. And don't let someone tell you that all the way is not enough, right? Because range of motion and working your range of motion without pain is the goal. Coming to the end of this exercise, 3, 2, and we transition. This next move is a chest fly. So you're going to bend your elbows, the knuckles go in towards one another, like you're giving someone a hug. So there needs to be space for that hug. Come back out, light touch of the elbows to the floor, and hug back in. Again, this is chest level. So if you brought the dumbbells down to your body, they would come down to your chest. They wouldn't come straight down to your clavicle, and they would not come down to your face. So hug, and we press. Halfway through, we've got 10 seconds. Keep that hug, squeeze it in, knuckles coming in towards one another. Try not to get straight armed. A lot of times we do is a little too much on that upper trap. Final 5 seconds. And done. All right, come on up. We're going to get into a kneeling position. Doesn't matter which knee comes up. We're going to go into a shoulder press. So we're just going to press. If your weights are too heavy, you alternate. Alternate. I'm keeping this at a kneeling press just for convenience to the floor, so we're not popping up and down. So if you have bands, you can anchor to the wall, and you would be doing this entire routine standing. We have got 5 more seconds. There's a slightly longer break in between the 2 rounds. So go ahead, put those weights down. Get back on your bench or mat. Make your way onto your back. Take your break here. We've got 5 seconds, so grab your dumbbells, pull them back into place. This is round 2. This is our chest press. Elbows stay anchored underneath those wrists. Press up, arc out. What happens, a lot of people come in straight, like so. This is going to put a lot of pressure on your elbow joint. You want to avoid that. Over the chest, so we're pulling on the most pec muscles. A lot of times people push it up over their face. Keep it over your chest. And then pay attention. You need enough grip on the dumbbell handle to ensure that the dumbbell does not fall out of your hand, but try not to grip it really tight. I find this to be a little more common in women than men. All right, 5 seconds. And done. All right, so I'm going to go to 1 for the overhead. You can do 2. Just make sure you have really good grip and never adjust your weights over your face. All right. Brace yourself as you come up. Allow the weight to come over your head. Nice long arm, does not need to be locked out. Once it gets into that heavy place, you brace, pull the belly in as you bring the weight back over the torso. Extend it over the head and repeat. Keep moving. If your weight is so light that you have no idea what muscle we're working, or you're bracing because I was told you to and you don't really quite know why you're bracing, I encourage you to grab a heavier weight. All right, last one. All right, we're going to go to our skull crushers. So you need a dumbbell in each hand. You can go light. This is a smaller muscle. Arms up, palms face, and we press. This is one of those ones where we want a nice grip. Just need to keep the dumbbell from falling out of our hand, but don't squeeze the dumbbell to death, right? You're going to overwork your hands, your forearms. Unless you're used to gripping things a lot, this might be a bit much. 10 seconds here. Perfect. And done. Transition, 10 seconds, just enough to kind of shake your fingers out. Pull the weights back up. This is our chest fly. Knuckles face each other, elbows out like rounded like you're going to give a hug, and then we move into our chest fly. The dumbbells end over our torso. Chest level, not our clavicle, not our face. Keep moving. Way past halfway. We've got 5 seconds and done. All right, dumbbells come to the side. Come on up. We've got a kneeling shoulder press. I've got heavy weights and I'm keeping the heavy weights. I'm going to alternate. If you've got 5 pounds and under, you're going to move together, okay? But I want to do them alternating because that's best for my shoulder. Press. Keep your core engaged. We have our final 15 seconds here, ending up round 2, starting to have a little fatigue. I'm going to encourage you to stick with the same weights, but if you can't, you can't. You know you better than me. Bring those weights down. We have a 20-second transition between round 2 and 3. It is not a long time, so go ahead and make your way back onto your back. You'll finish your rest here. This is our final round. This is why it's quick, because we don't wait a lot in between. Get your dumbbells up for your chest press and begin. Press. Keep the elbows, or rather the wrists stacked over the elbows. Press up and release. We have 15 seconds here. We keep moving. Remember, if you're really fatigued, you can alternate right then left. 5 seconds and done. One weight down, or if you're going to use two, go for it. And whoops, I'm going too fast now. Pop it up and overheads. Pull the belly in. We're engaging. We're actively seeking to engage the core, holding tension as we allow the arm to come up, so don't completely relax into it. Brace when you come back to start position, which is the weight over your torso. Remember, no adjusting over your face. Bad habits. Are you going to drop the weight on your face? I mean, I hope not, but that one time you do, nothing good will happen. So have good habits. Five seconds. Last one. Perfect. All right, now we got our transition and we're going right into our skull crushers. So press them up, palms face. Keep the elbows pointing towards the ceiling, and we press. So this is called a skull crusher, given the name because you bring the dumbbells down by the skull. Now, this is one of those times you do not close your eyes. This is one of those times that you pay attention. And this is one of those times where you go slow. Because when you're going fast, checking out your scenery, that's when you bonk yourself on the head. We are in the final 10 seconds. Should have a nice little burn in the back of the arms. 5 seconds. And done. All right, gang. Our final move, chest fly. All right, dumbbells, palms face. Think of knuckles coming in. Bend the elbows like you're going to give somebody a hug. When you do that, come out. Make room for that person to get the hug and come back in. Drive the knuckles into one another. Keep the dumbbells over the chest. Halfway through. Final 10 seconds. Last exercise on the floor. And 2 seconds. And done. All right, come on up. Come on up. We're in a kneeling shoulder press. Pick a knee. Alternate. I'm alternating. You are welcome to do both. You know how much weight you can handle. So I chose just to do everything with 10 pounds, making the shoulder press a little heavy for me. I can do a couple rounds, but I'm better off doing my alternating. So this is where you know your body. I know I have an injured right shoulder, and this serves me for allowing my muscles to get stronger and not overdoing it. Could I lift more? I'm pretty sure I can until I overdid it. We have our final 10 seconds here. We should be fairly fatigued. 5 seconds and done. All right, gang, you can put those weights down. This was day 6 or day 1 in week 2 or day 6 in the 10-day program. So it's 5-day split for each week. Tomorrow we're going to do lower body and core. We only have 2 lower body and core this week, and then 3 days of upper body, just to make this 10-day work really nice. Please Please leave me a comment and let me know how today's workout went. Have a great day.